coming to you from my RV. So this week I want to talk to you about divide and conquer tips. Now, these are tips for families of four or more specifically. So let's say one kid wants to do something at the parks, but the other one wants to do something else. You can easily kill two birds with one stone. What that means is one kid can go do something with one parent, and the other kid can go do something with the other parent. Now, when my sister used to come to Disney with us, we did this a couple times, and both times we did this, my mom and I were the only ones in the attractions. Like in '06, my mom and I were the only ones in Carousel of Progress, and then in Christmas of '09, we were the only ones in Muppet Vision 3D. But keep in mind, that was in the early morning hours of the parks. So everyone else was lined up for stuff, So for my sister, that was Rock and Roller Coaster and Space Mountain. But anyway, if you have a party of four or more, definitely consider the divide and conquer technique. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, Epcot not only has great rides, not only does it have great food, not only does it have great festivals, but it also has great entertainment. So, this week we're going to cover my top 5 entertainment offerings at Epcot. Number 5, Mariachi Cobre. Now, these guys have been around since opening day in 1982. Well, many of them anyway. But they are great. I've seen them in passing. I have yet to get a proper video of them, but they are amazing. One time I was walking through the Mexico Pavilion. They were walking over to their set, and I said, "Hola, Mariachi Cobre," and they all said, "Hola," and that was magic. Number 4, the Mariachi Drummers in the Japan Pavilion. So I just released a video of them, and they were my pick for this week's thread. If you don't know, I'm part of a Disney Facebook group called Disney YouTubers, Instagram, and TikTokers, and every week they do a thread where we post a video that's about 15 minutes or less, and we all watch it and comment and give each other feedback and subscribe if we haven't. And it helps build the community. But still, the Mariachi Drummers are great. They are awesome. They are definitely great additions to the Japan Pavilion. Number 3, Sergio, the Italian mime. Now, I've seen this guy. I got a good video of him back in 2021 during the very beginnings of the 50th anniversary, and he was very entertaining. It's interactive. He's interactive. He picks someone from the audience, and he does juggling. He has kids catch balls with a net. It's great. He's amazing, and he sort of reminds me of how the citizens of Hollywood used to be back in the day. Still mad about that, Disney. I'm still mad about that. Number 2, the Jameters. Now these guys would come out of nowhere with their trash cans, slap on the Jameters logo, get the sticks out of the trash cans, and then bam, it's drum time. And over the years, we've had different Jameters. And that's great because what is Disney without being evolutionary and welcoming fresh new talent, and try and keep the show as fresh as possible. And that's even true with my number one entertainment offering at Epcot, the Voices of Liberty. Ever since I started watching them back in 2021, it's impossible for me to go to Epcot and not see the Voices of Liberty. And I have made friends who are in the Voices of Liberty, who are very supportive, and some of them even subscribe to my channel. If any of them are watching this right now or watching this later, and it's always great, especially if there's some that I know online, and I go up and I talk to them, and they're great. They are so loving, so caring, and this past trip we even found out that one of them is from Maine, in the Bangor area. So if anyone can tell me who that guy is, so I can find him on Facebook, nah, just kidding. But yeah, the Voices of Liberty, they're amazing. Their songs are catchy, and they definitely have hearts of gold. So let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite entertainment offering is at Epcot. And now it is time for a very interesting Diz or Dat. So on both coasts, you will find an outdoor theater that has amazing shows and experiences. At Disneyland, they have the Fantasyland Theater, which over the years they have had many different shows such as Dick Tracy, a certain kids band from Australia, uh, Mickey and the Magical Map, which I heard was an amazing show. And right now during Pixar Fest, they have an interactive dance party. And at Epcot, they have the American Gardens Theater, where during the festivals, they have concerts, but more importantly, during Christmas time, they have the candlelight processional. So let me know in the chat or in the comments which theater you prefer, Diz, the Fantasyland Theater, or DAT, the American Gardens Theater. And now it is time for my humble opinion. Keeping with the theme of Epcot, I love the current version of Journey to Imagination, but I think the current version of the ride has its days numbered. And I think there should be a new version of the ride with Figment in it, of course, but also I think I speak for all my fellow Diz historians. That's Disney historians. See what I did there? I think I speak for my fellow Diz historians when I say we want to see the Dreamfinder make a comeback. That's my humble opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So, Disney has announced the triumphant opening date for Tiana's Bayou Adventure at the Magic Kingdom. It will open on June 28th. Mark that on your calendars, folks. June 28th. That's when, and of course before that they're going to have AP previews, pass holder previews, DVC previews, whatever they want to do previews. And I think just during those previews they'll have the virtual queue, and then when it opens, it'll be standby. I think that's what I'm told that what will work. I'm not sure. If anyone else has heard differently, look in the chat. Please let me know in the chat or in the comments. But I'm glad the Magic Kingdom has an opening date for the ride. Of course, people at Disneyland are going to wait a little longer for their opening date because their version of Splash Mountain closed about 4 months after the Magic Kingdom Splash Mountain. So it kind of makes sense that probably around October is probably when their Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to open. But anyway, I cannot wait to see this for myself. Of course, I have no plans to go until like February, but you never know. I'm spontaneous when it comes to Disney trips. And who knows, maybe you'll even be surprised, as well as I'll be. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later. I'll make sure it gets to a future episode for this week's shoutouts. Make sure you guys check out Josh and Jenna over at Resort TV 1. They do amazing live streams from the parks every single week. Definitely check them out. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She tries to do at least 2 Disney live streams a week. So definitely check her out as well. Also, make sure you guys check out Maria over at LBD TV. She does amazing vlogs and live streams from the parks as well. Definitely check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out Kristen over at Right Down Main Street. She does amazing food vlogs from the parks. Definitely check her out as well. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, fly.